like that. We call those guys
Yeah.
octopus. Octopus with the tentacles. We have the terms too, like มือปลาหมึก, like hands like octopus. No, like be serious.
Trying to look pretty for the audience.
He's taping us.
Okay guys, I was actually about to move on to part 2, but we're gonna continue on with this dating thing.
Because Dea has something to say.
Off screen, as Sarah was touching up on, yes. It seems like we were possibly being far too critical of Thai guys because we've only talked about the positives of a Western guy, which is generally they start out, you know, slower and then they go gradually up. But there's also a switch there too, a lot.
Yeah.
With not foreign guys in general, but foreign guys particularly in Bangkok. What were you saying?
I think most of them are spoiled here by us because we like something different. And I mean, like Western guys here are I would say like there's a scarcity of, you know, white males or Western males in general, and I think a lot of Thai girls, we want to land those when they're here, and we would do anything to, you know, tie them down and all that, right? So I think we spoil them. Like we cannot really blame them, but at the same time, I feel like most of them are not here for a long term. Like they're gonna leave the country at some point, and yeah, I think it's harder to date. Like for me, you know, to date a Western here in Bangkok compared to like when I was in Canada.
I think that would be really tough for a girl because I think a lot of girls want that security to feel, oh, this could
stability,
happen, but
like long-term kind of thing.
But
right?
you're always on the back of your head thinking this guy could possibly leave.
Right, yeah.
You know, and I think that could like lead to little things that will just kill a relationship. You
but
know?
I mean, there's a way there's a solution for this. Like when you're not, you know, sure about if this guy is gonna be, you know, on the same page or not, just ask them.
Yeah.
Like, because they're pretty honest. They're traveling. They're not gonna be your boyfriend.
Well.
Or like they're here for like a couple years or whatever. I mean, there's always a risk when it comes to love and dating anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I say.
So
there's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee. Even though they're here, it's not meaning you're gonna get married at the end, right? So yeah. From my own experience, I kind of gave up dating white guys for a while, cause like, and I just focus on, you know, what I want to do, like career.
And by the way, just to make it clear, she's not. I don't think she is categorizing just white guys, like white Westerners.
Yeah, like mix, whatever, like American.
It could be like Korean American. But the only thing is, I don't think. Have you ever dated an Asian American?
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you feel anything different? Or it's exactly the same.
I don't really have a type.
Okay.
But when I said white, I mean white mentality.
Yeah.
A couple can enjoy activity together, right? Because my mom and my dad never enjoy anything together. Even go to the movie, my dad always like does his own things. So my mom would do her own things with her friends. So like white mentality is like as a couple you can enjoy the activities together. Like you have something in common, not just love each other.
Yeah.
I want that. Most of the time when I was in a relationship with Thai guy, they just do the boy stuff and they never include me. You know, like we have separate activities.
I had a totally different experience.
Yeah.
Because like when I dated Thai men, right? They drag me everywhere.
See how this one.
See, it's all relative. Seriously. Yeah. That's what I was about to say.
They excluded me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I think.
Which is really weird.
I think
because
you're just bitter from Thai guys because the 4 guys or whatever you dated were just like.
It's really weird because like they were possessive, but they wouldn't exclude me in their activities, which is really weird, right? It's like contradictory. I don't know.
But you know, even what I noticed with the students that I teach, teenage guys, compared to like the older guys I teach, there's a big culture shift in Thailand. Thai guys are having more of that Western mentality. You know, it's because of the media. Like they see like American dramas and stuff like this too. The girls sort of demand that, even the Thai girls. You know, being together and I notice like these Thai guys are always going around taking pictures for the girls and like yeah, like trying to do everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
PDA, like public display of.
Oh, I love PDA.
When I first came out here, even like 5-6 years ago, it was like, I remember it was very unaccepted still, I think, relatively. I mean, compared to 10 years ago, it's probably less. But
not like making out, but like kisses is fine, I guess.
Yeah, but nowadays I see little, like kids, like the teenage, like college kids, like hugging each other a bit more. Yeah.
That's not appropriate.
Well, like when I was dating a girl who was like in her 30s and she's looking at girls in their 20s doing that in public, she was like...
I was like, shaming. I was
and it's only a 10-year difference. She's still young, 30, right? So I can only imagine what like older Thai people, like 50s think. That is very... But it's the same in Korea too. Like the younger, like when I go to Korea, they're just kissing and making out.
Like in uniform, I don't think that's appropriate at all.
See, you're still old school. Like
no, but like if they're like wearing whatever casual, clothes, whatever, like that doesn't represent where they study at. I think that's fine.
I see.
Yeah, because like when you're in school uniform, I know in Thai culture it's just weird, like you kiss the other.
What do you think, Dea? I want to hear your opinion.
Well,
you think it matters?
Well, it depends if they make you uncomfortable, but like I studied in international school.
Oh, yeah.
So I never really experienced the strictness of like, PDA, no PDA kind of thing,
Yeah.
So, but I guess if you're the kind of person who, let's say like, on a BTS or something and the girl next to you is making out with her boyfriend, you're like
weird.
right there and I
it
guess
just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think it'll be uncomfortable. Doesn't matter if they're a student or if it's like
old
people or whatever.
You're like, oh my god, love birds, kissing.
Yeah.
I think only girls have issues with this because if it's a guy, I'm just checking them out and going, oh, it's like watching soft core. It's like, check that out.
Anyways, Dea mentioned about when we go on a date and who's gonna pay, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So with white guys too, like sometimes they actually expect that us to pay. Like honestly, I rarely see guys who actually like want me to pay when they ask me on a date. But like in Thai culture and most Asian cultures, like if the guy asks you on a date, they pay. Like so that's something that some of my girlfriends ask me like. Why, white guys,
when you said this, it surprised me because I thought Thai guys generally don't pay.
They always pay for everything.
Because my experience has been, when I'm in America, I'm always having to pay.
Yeah.
But then again, I think I'm an outlier because I live in Southern California. I was mainly dating like Asian American girls.
Yeah.
So they still have that Asian like Koreans and Vietnamese too is like more extreme.
Right.
But when I was out here, like especially Thai girls, even compared to like mainland, Korean girls, they would pick up the tab and
because they want to spoil you and want to impress you.
And but I thought that wasn't them spoiling me. I thought it was
that's
just
not normal.
The culture.
Like that's not something that they're gonna do to Thai guys. Like they are.
But there was this experience, so they're like that, and that's what I ended up expecting from Thai girls. And then one time I decided to date someone super young, like she was 21 or something. She was still in college. And I'm like more than 10 years older than her. Even though I had this thing, like I don't want to spoil the girl and set expectation correct from the beginning.
Sure.
I had to like, she's like 11 years younger than me, so I'd get her Krispy Kreme and all this. And then later on I felt like she was like too needy, too reliant. And then
21.
And I was like, this isn't gonna work. So like, it didn't last that long. A couple of weeks I was breaking up with her. And then she's like, why? She's like, she really likes me. And I said, I laid it out to her. Honestly, it's like, I feel like I'm raising a kid,
Yeah.
But then she said, you know what, this is my bad. She understood that. She shouldn't have taken. And then she's like, I will, pay for more and I'll listen to you. I'll try to get a job and blah, blah, blah.
I think you're pretty lucky. I mean, never heard anything like this ever
Really?
in my life.
So yeah, so
like a lot of stuff, like girls pay for you, like really?
Yeah.
Pick up the tab.
I mean, it's not
especially younger.
My other friends, it's like they literally were like broke and was living in the girl's house.
Maybe that's normal for you guys, I guess.
Like good-looking guys, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, just from what I've heard, like Thai girls like pay for everything and they spoil you.
Yeah, but Thai guys usually pay for everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Like even though we try to ship in, and I'm speaking on a perspective of with like male friends too.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't want me to pay at all.
Oh, interesting.
It's not just like dating.
The thing is though, every girl I've talked to, they say this.
Yeah.
So for those of you girls coming out here, I think, if you want to be spoiled, sort of go the route of the Thai guy.
Yeah.
They definitely spoil their girls.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know, it's still jumbled in my head. I don't understand it. I can't make heads or tails.
You're just lucky, man.
Maybe I was just lucky, who knows?
Maybe just like too handsome.
No, now everybody there is gonna hate
girls
me.
Girls cannot resist him.
No, absolutely not. I think I'm just funny.
Sure. Yeah, having good sense of humor goes a long way, for sure.
Yeah.
With girls. Especially with me.
I do need to say this. I mean, I think Thai's sense of humor is super important to a girl, right? How do you feel about Western guys and their sarcasm?
As long as I'm like judgmental, I would say. Like being sarcastic is okay, but if you're gonna do the, you're gonna crack a joke with me as in buffalo sick. Have you heard of it? Sick buffalo joke. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. So sick buffalo joke is like some Thai girls lie to their partners that they need some money to help their buffaloes which are sick or whatever.
It's a stereotype.
Yeah, stereotype. So I don't like stereotypes. I don't appreciate those. Like, and when
even
people,
if it's meant as a joke. Or So that's what I wanted to say. Like, even me, I don't think I went as far. There wasn't like anything sick, but I remember like some girl was always busy or whatever. So I said something like, "Oh, it's always hard to meet you because you're always Miss Busy or something, right?" Yeah, and
that's a sarcasm.
Well, that is sarcasm.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I think it was relatively fine, and she clearly knew that I'm like trying to just break the ice because there's sort of this tension coming up because every time I said let's meet, she's just like, oh no, I gotta do this and this, and so I try to just joke it away, and that was the only joke I could think of, and that blew up in my face, And then I learned, okay, I shouldn't
so she didn't appreciate
have any sarcasm.
She was mad?
She was super mad.
Whoa.
And then
something's wrong with her.
Maybe she was just going through a bad time, but since then that's when I started to be more like the Thai stereotype, I guess. Just like from the very get-go, just like don't even try to do the push-pull thing and act like, just go completely needy mode. I like you, like, and it works.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Yeah.
But
I mean, anything about money and then like being gold diggers, because that's something that.
But that's any girl.
Yeah, that's any girl. But like some of Thai girls who are actually like educated, like and know a lot of stuff and being independent and all that. Like, why would we have to go through all this crap that other Thai girls set up? Set someone for I don't know, like screw someone up or whatever, right? But like. We're not responsible for their own, these miseries, right? Yeah. What happened to them, like, but then, like, why they would have to associate that with how we are Thai and, we're going to be gold diggers or, like, money.
I mean, that's racism
hungry
and
for
sexism
money.
sort of mixed all
so any jokes or sarcasms that are sort of, like, evolves around that, I don't think anyone would appreciate,
I don't even think that's your typical Western guy wouldn't even do that. I think that particular incident that you had was like I got a feel. He might have had like maybe some bad incidents in the past where he got screwed over. He's just bitter.
And the thing is, most of the time, some Farang, right, called as Farang, would just touch Thai girls prematurely. Oh, this is our culture. Let's hug. We don't like that either.
You know what? This is something I experienced. Yeah. But it's like it's case by case. But
okay, if you hug her like just friendly hug, that's fine. But if
no,
you like creepily hug,
it wasn't even. Some girls really don't like being touched at all.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'll be like well into our second date or whatever, and then I'll just sort of like touch her on the shoulder or something, and then she would just be like some are very extreme, and I realized that I don't know. You have to sort of maybe I should always start out with the fingertip and stuff, and just sort of gauge.
Like coke.
Yeah, and then like move up.
If the girl is okay with you touching her, she'd be like this, like,
hi.
No, I mean that's what
That's
I'm saying.
obvious.
It's like
but if she's like keep the distance,
yeah,
just respect that.
Yeah, it's
and
case,
just wait for the right time.
It's case by case because I'll tell you, like some girls are completely okay with me, like on the first day I'll even go like even touch the knee, you know, like yeah, you know.
Man, you're so lucky.
Second base already.
Second base.
Because I guess like the ones that were attracted to him are like open to that anyways.
Maybe.
Because they would, I mean, their type is like foreigners anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't even accept that from a Thai guy because they know that that's like second base already, but they're like, maybe this is just normal for like a foreign guy. It's just a new experience, you know, but
yeah, I don't like that. We call those guys octopus. Octopus with the tentacles. We have the terms too, likeมือปลาหมึก, like hands like octopus. No, like be serious.
Okay.
And I'm like, can you keep your hands off?
I'm laughing because basically I'm the octopus man.
And it's just so like not attractive, you know? I don't know. Like, okay, what if, table turn, if it's a girl and it's just like all over you the first date.
Hey, my girlfriend's gonna get mad.
I'm just poking you.
Yeah.
Like, what would you feel?
I think he likes it. So.
Yeah, I would totally like it.
I mean, some of
she
my
can go straight for home run if she wants.
Some of my male friends said that's weird too.
Really, your male friends, like your Thai male friends?
No, Farang.
They said.
Yeah, they said if like the first day the girl would be like over here, be like, do you want my money or what do you want from me?
Oh, I could see how that could happen. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess I've never experienced someone going like that, but I just assumed that I would like it. But yeah, now think about it, they did. Oh, but I want to go back and then touch up on something. You're saying that Thai guys will pay, you know, for the date and everything. But I want to know, like, long term from Dea. I don't know. When I observe, it seems like Thai women are very independent. It even seems like Thai women are more employed. Maybe it's because Thai women are in Bangkok, the city center, in the service area. So I see a bunch of them working, and then maybe the men are working in the engineering factories in Chonburi or whatever, so I don't see them. But it's Thai women don't really need a man to provide for them per se, right? So when you're married, how's the dynamics or like long term? What do you think?
It depends, but a lot of my friends who have been married for like a long time, right? Some of the women, they're like housewives, so they still, you know, rely on their husband,
yeah, absolutely,
kind of thing, and also they will still ask the husband to buy them stuff, like brand name bags and stuff like that. Of course, it depends on like, you know,
depends on how rich they are.
Yeah, how rich they are. So about that, I think it's still pretty much on the guy's side, even though they're married. The guy is supposed to provide.
Yeah,
but the girl will have her own money. Okay, like one of
my
friends.
Because there's this perception that, in my experience, I feel like Thai girls provide, but then a lot of
that's your world, man.
That's my world, yeah. But then
oh my god.
But the general consensus, it seems like out there, is just like, oh, Thai girls are just all gold diggers, you know. But like, do you have a rough idea, just in your experience? Obviously, I'm not saying this is a perfect cross sample of Thai society, but like a young millennial, I guess we're not young anymore. Actually, we got Gen Zers, but like millennial age, sort of. What percentage of relationships do you think they end up in where it's just the guy providing, and what percentage ends up in like 50-50 kind of thing, or at
Nowadays,
least, you know,
millennials?
I'm sure there's more 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, what percentage of relationships are usually like that, you think? Just based on the friends you've seen get married, you know?
Seems like there's still a lot of rich Thai men out there.
That's true.
And also,
when money isn't an issue, it's not even a matter of 50-50. It's
honestly,
just like,
money's not an issue, but money can bring a lot of happiness. Hell yeah.
yeah.
I would say still over 50%. For a guy who can be the provider. Yeah.
Like one of my friends, he was actually complaining that he's a breadwinner. But the thing is, he's supposed to provide for the whole family.
Right.
Even though his wife is also working.
Yeah.
But her salary is her money.
Oh.
But his earning is like for everybody.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, stuff like that.
You know what? I don't think that's fair. Like, personally, like, I don't see that's fair.
I don't think it's fair.
Even
but
he doesn't think it's fair. He complains about it, but like.
I want to say this though. for those guys that are Western and thinking they're just being treated as an ATM machine because they're Farang.
Yeah.
What you're telling me is that Thai women equally see men as ATM machines.
ATM machine, that's true.
So there's no discrimination
I think
here.
the reason that
Okay.
you know, it is the way it is,
Well, yeah.
because women tend to be in the position of submissive, or I wouldn't say submissive, but like, let's say when we give birth to babies, we have family, we have to give up our career to raise, you know, these kids.
Yeah.
And then if the guy dumps us, what are we gonna do?
No, I mean,
No money left for us.
what
We don't
you're-
have, you know, our own property or whatever, right?
what you're saying is completely understandable,
Yeah.
and it's nothing different from the West, except I feel like in the West, as far as my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, West, they have far more protections legally as a woman if
Exactly.
a divorce happens.
Exactly, but
Like
not here.
it's
Not
like-
here. And that's why we need you guys to be our ATM. So for our
You
security in the
gotta-
future.
You gotta
You
make
know?
sure you collect up front, you know?
Exactly.
And then sort of save something in case
Yeah.
something happens.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, so
you
that
know?
explains. Like
Yeah.
over there you have the law to protect, you know.
Yeah, I mean...
But most of the time I heard that it favors the female, right?
most-
Which is not fair. I'm
no
sorry.
comment. No comment, but...
I mean,
but I mean, if she did really totally have to give up her career to raise a
Yeah,
kid and
yeah,
everything, you
yeah.
know, that's why I started, and I don't know. Yeah, I think it's fair to compensate them for it for
Yeah.
sure. But here, do they even have alimony?
it's not.
we don't really hear it,
enforced.
right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a Thai guy being hit up for alimony. Like they could just say, I'm totally
Even
done.
child
I-
support
I
is really
I don't wanna
hard
make
to
money
get.
and
Even
fear-
child support.
Yeah, they could just go to a temple and become a monk and say, and you can't really collect at that
Or just-
point. They have no
or
income.
just get,
right? Yeah.
Or
Transgender change.
is it because
like
because
an
like
operation?
I don't know if like you know but from what I see from my Thai friends, like
Uh-huh.
when they get married, right?
Uh-huh.
They have the wedding,
Yeah.
but they don't have the marriage certificate. I guess.
Certificate, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
So they're
that's,
just married
another reason
to-
I think when they actually break up, they
Yeah,
don't call
so they
it a
don't need
divorce.
right,
so
right.
they're not.
So they have the image of getting married, but they don't really have.
So the man,
Like
or you know,
certificate.
no need to pay
Yeah.
anything because you're actually not legally married.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
I mean,
that is really
'cause
common though.
in California and some other states, we're actually community property state.
Mhm.
Even if you're not married, I think it's like if
It's
you
like
live with
civil-
someone for
civil
3 years,
living
you
partner?
don't even need to do a civil union. Let's say you just end up being roommates with a girl for
Okay.
3 years or whatever. Theoretically, I think you still have to provide
Okay.
out. I don't know. I heard something. I've never had to
That's a
experience
good
that.
law.
I guess if I was a woman, I'd think that for sure, yeah. But I don't know, actually,
I mean-
lately I think it works. It's not necessarily favoring men or women because now in the States, women make just as much money.
Yeah.
And I've heard instances where guys are getting alimony too now. It's like,
Okay.
they're complete losers.
Yeah, I don't really believe
I mean,
in.
I think it's rare, but it's like, yeah. I don't think it's really. I think there should be a balance, but
Mhm.
maybe it's too extreme there and too extreme here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was never married or in that situation. So
But I mean,
couldn't say.
not every girl is a gold digger. You just need to use your own judgment, right?
No,
There are gold diggers everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, what you're saying explains the situation why a Thai girl might be more upfront about making sure her future is protected, though, because they have less
Yeah.
legal protection.
Yeah, but
which-
and
yeah.
how would you expect someone who makes like at maybe like 14,000 baht a month to actually like, you know, ship in and everything? Just like
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, you
can't
know?
even collect, you know, they
Yeah.
barely just.
They barely survive already.
Yeah,
so just, you know, just saying.
Tough to be a Thai girl, I guess. Now I gotta do an interview with a Thai guy, though, because I've just heard the girl's perspective. But this is all good. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
The business-
I wish
the
I.
business part.
No, this is part. Now we gotta close this vlog and start part
Okay,
2 vlog.
alright.
Well, there is one thing. If let's say you're gonna talk to like foreign, no, it? Yeah, foreign men who want to come here and maybe marry like a Thai woman. Make sure he has enough money. I mean, this is not a gold digger kind of thing, but
the law, it required by the law. Yeah. But you need to have like how much? 400K, right?
Something like that in the bank to actually provide for the Thai woman.
400K, first of all, guys.
This is not dowry though.
Money.
And there's a dowry too.
This is not dowry. This is the money you need to have, and then plus dowry.
Yeah, basically you don't want someone that's a deadbeat coming here, marrying a girl, knocking her up, and then like burdening the country with this kid that's not being provided for, which makes complete sense.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think 99% of the guys out there are planning to do that, but yeah, there's 1% of
one thing
douchebags.
About dowry, because Dea mentioned about dowry. So on top of the 400,000 baht, you need to provide dowry to the girl who you want to marry.
How common is this? Because I've heard that.
But there's a but.
Yeah.
But nowadays,
depends on the girl's family, right?
Return that money
for the couple
as a wedding gift. But it depends. You have to talk to the parents. You have to talk to the bride.
Interesting.
Yes. So it's like money to start your own family. Because the parents want to see if you can actually
provide for their daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can check out the dowry episode on my channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go for it. She's gonna give you a more
in-depth understanding of dowry.
Thai woman's look, because when a guy sort of explains this, it's like never positive. Like, wow.
You can't ever be right.
Yeah. And it's like I don't want to talk about it because then I'll sound
life
like
is not fair. Hey?
Culturally, non-sensitive. So definitely check her channel out for that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, but good info, and we will continue with business and visa section part 2. So check us out next week, which will be in about 5-10 minutes from now when I switch the batteries. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
How many batteries do you have?
Good stuff, hey?
Huh?
Good stuff, hey? Or we just talk. Like it's coming out. The more we talk, the more it's good stuff.